Welcome everyone. Hi guys. Hey guys. Hey, smash that like, guys. Sure that like button, guys. This is a new pickup video for PS4 and PS5 games, and I got a bunch of games right here in this box for PS4 and PS5. Let's start with some PS4 stuff. So first up, guys, is Liza P. There's a Dark Souls-like game. I watched Maximum play this game, guys. It's a really good game. I've not played it yet, but I watched the entire playthrough of this game. Hello, MK Gamer. How you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream, buddy. So I got Liza P, guys. This just came in about a week ago. I was waiting for all the games to come in from eBay before I could do this pickup video, guys. So all the games came in. So this is Liza P, guys. It's like you don't get manuals anymore for these games. So I have an open one right here, and then I have a sealed one of Liza P. So this is the sealed copy. It's my new username. MK90 is me. Okay, MK90. Thanks for telling me. Thanks for giving me the heads up. So yeah, I got Liza P. I'm just chilling. Okay, glad to hear it, MK90, my friend. So yeah, I got Liza P. So this is the sealed one, and I got the open one. This one right here in particular, the disc was kind of coming out of its holder a little bit, so I pushed it back in. So I had to break the seal on this one. So this is gonna be the playable copy. This one's gonna stay as a sealed copy. So I got Liza P. I don't know if you guys ever play Liza P, but this is a game based on the Pinocchio universe. Yeah, no problem. And thanks for telling me, buddy. So yeah, Liza P. I don't know if you ever played this one, MK90, but this is a game that's was actually nominated at the Game of Year Awards. It was up for nominations. I love the art cover on this one. This one looks really sick. I heard this game's getting a sequel from the developer. There's some upcoming DLC coming up next year for the game. There's an story expansion DLC for the game as well. I heard from the developer. So there's some more stuff planned for this game. It's getting a sequel and some DLC. So they keep us they keep us hyped for a while. But anyways, yeah, Liza P. Now this game, guys, I cannot find this game in stock. And I looked at GameStop, Walmart, Target, Best Buy. This game was not available anywhere in stock. It was actually sold out. And I got lucky on eBay. There was only a few listings, maybe 10 listings for this game, and I got lucky. So I hit up a seller of mine who I do business with, and I got some copies from him. Hello, Minute Gamer Jam, my friend. Long time no see. What's going on? You didn't miss much, MK Minute Jam, my friend. I just started, so I'm only talking about this game right now. So you didn't miss much. Watching while working. Okay. You didn't miss much. So you just got here just in time. So I'm just talking about Liza P. So I had to wait for this game to come in. So this game was on back order. So I also got a sealed copy as well. So here's the sealed one. Liza P. So I got those copies. I'm probably getting it. Oh, Wesker, do you have the PS5 version of the game? And there's a bunch of PS5 games in this video. So we're doing some PS4 stuff right now. Next up, guys, is a cult classic. Batman Return of Arkham, guys. It's said that the late voice actor passed away, Kevin Conroy, God rest, may his soul rest in peace. This contains the voices of Mark Hamill, the voice of Joker, and Kevin Conroy, who did the voice of Batman for more like 30 years. For decades. This is a bit hard, like Dark Souls or Bloodborne, just setting expectations, yeah. So this is Batman Return to Arkham. Liza P. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Memory Gem, my friend. I hope you can hear me, by the way. But anyway, this is Batman Return to Arkham. This is a PS4 copy. Now, PS4 games are really hard to come by right now, and they're not hard to find still prints. So I had a seller of mine. He had one copy left of this game, so I wanted this game for my collection. So Batman Return to Arkham. I have one actually on the bookcase over there, but I had to get another one because, you know, we can hear you, Wesker. Okay, I just want to make sure. Again, it's Friday and most of my teammates are on vacation now. Oh, okay. Okay. So I just got back from dinner, so I just got back from Paul's place. You know, I just had some quesadillas and some stuff. Yeah, so this is Batman Return to Arkham. This contains Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. So I'm on earphones listening. Okay, that's good. So yeah, if you're looking for PS4 game, guys, eBay has a lot of these games in stone print. Great Batman series, yes. You don't want to see a lot of good Batman games anymore from Rocksteady, but there's some really good Batman games. Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight are some of the best games in the Batman series. But Kevin Conroy, who does the voice of Batman in this game, is a very good voice actor. You know, he's got a very good performance. He's one of my favorite voice actors of all time. You know, God rest his soul. As there's any hope, probably won't do anything on YouTube tomorrow. Going to be out of town tomorrow. Gonna be out of town tomorrow night. Okay, all right. So yeah, so there's Batman Return to Arkham. Now I only spent this game is going a little bit more in price. I got like this game for like $25. But this game's starting to climb up its way in price because now this game's actually out of print. You guys can claim yourself a copy. I guys recommend this game to pick it up. You know, pick up Batman Return to Arkham. There's some copies up on eBay. Alright, take care and enjoy holidays, King Gamer. So yeah, I got Liza P. Remember, Jen, this is a good game to pick up, my friend. This game was nominated at the Game of the Year Awards for nominations. If you see Liza P, try to pick it up. It's a really, really good game. It's not like the other Dark Souls game made by From Software. This one's a more unique in its own way, and it's based on Pinocchio. So the game's mostly about you play as a puppet, because your name is Pinocchio. So you're looking for Geppetto, your father. And so then as you progress to the story, you're becoming a human. So you're like, when you first start, you're more like a puppet. You think Christmas is coming soon, next week, so nothing much going on. Okay. So the game's mostly about your Pinocchio, and when you first start the game, you're mostly a puppet. So the more you progress to the story, you have choices to make through the story, which affects the ending. And the more you progress, you become more human. But I think it will be great to play on PS5 console. Now, I do have the PS5 version. So here's right here. So here it is, Jan. Now, this is the Liza P PS5 version. I did pick this copy up as well. From the same seller I do business with on eBay. He's a very good friend of mine. So he kind of hooked me up. So I got Liza P. So PS4 and PS5 versions. If I don't see him, I will try to be there to watch because I am a fan of these type of games. Okay, glad to hear it. I'm also been playing Bloodborne, so I haven't finished it yet. But I couldn't pass this game up. This game's been on my wish list for quite some time, so I'm glad I picked up Liza P. I do love the art cover on this one. It's a sick looking art cover. I don't know who did the artwork for this one, but this is the one that got a sick art cover. And this one gets an S rank on my. I mean, this artwork is so beautiful. You know, I like when games go out of their ways for their artwork, for the front artwork of the game. That's pretty cool. But whoever did the artwork is very talented. And I saw you're having a good progress on Bloodborne. Oh, thanks, Memory Jen. Yeah, I'm making some good progress. I already killed 8 bosses already. I did miss some side quests, so it's my first time playing the game. I saw you defeated Rom the Spider. Yeah, it took me 2 tries to beat him, but Father Gascoigne took me about 6 tries to beat him. 6 on Father Gascoigne, the second boss. You're kind of half in the game, yeah? It's really good, but really tough game, Bloodborne. So next game. Now this one I got on clearance at GameStop. Here's the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. I was surprised this game was still in print. Usually you don't find PS4 games in stock at GameStop, but this was actually in print for 17 bucks, and the regular price was $29. So I picked up Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy because it was actually on sale, and I found a PS4 game still sealed. Yay! So yeah, this is a remake of 1, 2, and 3. Crash Bandicoot 1, Crash Bandicoot Cortex Strikes Back, and Crash Bandicoot Warped. Remade from the ground up of the PS1's library. Mini games you got that is like demons from Doom all coming after you. Just of a franchise. Yep. I agree, man. I agree. So what else we got? Alright, Minerva Jan. Guilty as charged. You can shoot me now, you can shoot me later, alright? For all I care. I did pick this one up. It is a great collection to have. Yes, definitely. It's got modern controls. It's a little more better than the PS1 version. But, I like the PS1 version because, the old classic music that's in that game. Why, that one's got remixes of tracks of Crash Bandicoot. Now, I did pick this one up. There was only one copy left on eBay, so there's not limited listings for this game for The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. I never played any of the Witcher games. I saw one of my friends playing Witcher 1 and 2. I don't see anybody streaming this game this much of Witcher 3, so I decided to pick up the PS5 version of this game. And here's one of the good games before, so I'd love to see you stream this. I picked up the PS5. I also saw this on PS4. There's the PS4 version in back of my bookcase that's still sealed. One of my favorites on the PS4 right now, Crash Insane Trilogy. I agree, same here. So I did pick up The Witcher 3, so this one's got all the DLC included on disc. It's all the DLC. It's even got visual upgrades, all game expansions, extra items inspired by the Netflix series of Netflix. It's even got performance mode. And a lot of stuff has been re-updated on this new version. So yeah, this one's like more like the definitive version of this game. Just share in Witcher 3, and you can select and what response you want to. What you want to reply to NPCs. Okay. So yeah, I did pick up The Witcher 3. I couldn't pass this one up on the PS5. So this one was like 20 bucks on eBay. So it was actually on sale. So I think Baldur's Gate 3 is inspired to Witcher 3. Yes, it definitely is. So, next game up. And I did pick up another PS4 version. Oh wait, what was your comments? I didn't read that quick. I was actually getting some stuff. Let's say, Member Jen recommended me try out a year ago, so one good thing he showed it to me on his live stream once. Oh, cool! So here's another one, Member Jan. I'm a huge Persona 5 fan. I picked up Persona 5 Tactica. I've been playing this on my channel. I got 2 parts of it still, so I'm like 30 hours into this game. It's really, really good. It's a really good tactics game. Atlas always runs things in with the series. It's a spin-off for the series, but it's still canon to the franchise. There's been a lot of games in the Persona 5 IP lately, so this was kind of a new one for the Persona 5 IP and the Persona series. I've been playing this one, Member Jen, and I really recommend this one. It's really, really good. I saw a lot of people on YouTube streaming this one, so I picked this up myself for my collection. I didn't watch anybody playing it, but I did see the trailer for this game when it was announced. I'm gonna give me cheers to that. I like Insane Trilogy and Crash Team Racing remakes too. Same here. So I did pick up Persona 5 Tactics. So Member Jen, my friend, if you're hearing me out, definitely pick this game up. It's also on PS5 physically as well. So I like physical games when they get a physical release. It's too bad Alan Wake 2 did not get a physical release. Too bad for that game. Yeah, so Persona 5 Tactics. Really good game. What does it say in chat? Mary Jam, they're both fun. I agree. No, Memory Gen, I did pick another game up. I actually found this one in stock. Spider-Man 2. This is the one that people have been talking about. Crazy stuff about this game. So I did pick up Spider-Man 2. So the Marvel Spider-Man. So I picked up the second game, and it looks cool. I saw the trailer for this when it was first announced. So I finally picked up Spider-Man 2. Finally came in my mailbox. I had this ordered especially on eBay because I had no luck finding this in the wild because pretty much everybody was out of stock. Erasing it is pretty challenging, and if you set it into hard mode, yeah, I agree. Good that you like personified tactics, and it's for me. What's it say? I can read the chat real quick. Good that you like Persona Tactics. As for me, I'm a bit burned out in Persona 5. Really, Mimmer Jan? I've never burned out the series. I love Persona 5. I'm just a huge Persona fan. Persona 4 was my first game. I never played Persona 3, so I have that one on. I'm getting out from Limited Run Games next year. It's getting a physical release. Persona 4 Golden. Yeah, it requires player to know all the shortcuts and drifts. So the next games are coming out next year. I just ordered from Limited Run Games is Persona 4 Golden and Persona 3 Portable, which are getting physical re-releases, remasters on the PS4's library. So I got those from Limited Run Games, which are coming in next year. So I'm waiting for those from Limited Run Games. So here's another copy of Persona 5 Tactics. So I got 2 copies. You know, one as like collectors and one as a sealed copy. So I got 2 copies of Persona 5 Tactics. This is what my friend hates about me. He said, "Why you always get 2 copies, Wesker?" So I like it. You know, everybody has their own hobbies. You know, one have the sealed one and one as a play one. As I was going to play Persona 3, FVs, and Persona. I can't read chat quickly. Come on. Shouldn't read your comment. There was going to play Persona 3, FVs, Persona 4, and Persona 4 last 4 years ago. Wow. So when I come to Persona 5, I felt tired. Wow. I love Persona series. It's always good. If I want like a relaxing stream, I'd rather play Persona. And I love Persona because I love the music in that game. And Crash Nitro Kart PS2, the game isn't difficult. Then what? Then Crash Team Racing Nitro Field, but they do like cheap shot at you and a lot of you and not a way ahead. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I played Nitro Fuel and AI likes to cheat against me. They always keep hitting me. So here's my second copy, Spider-Man 2. So I pick up 2 copies of this because actually the seller I do business with gave me a good deal on these 2. So I got 2 copies of Spider-Man 2. So one's going to be the sealed one and one's going to be the one I play with. So there wasn't many copies left for these games. So I did get Spider-Man 2. Anyways, let us know how you feel about Spider-Man 2. I'll let you know. I'll let you know how I like it. So Persona 5 Tactics. Here's the PS5 version. Remember Jan. So here's the PS5 version I get to show you earlier. So I got the PS5 version as well. So I have the both versions of the games. PS4 and PS5. So I have both versions of these ports. And they both look fantastic, by the way. They both run solid. There's no issues or bug issues with the games. Sure, even just makes those bastards joking. What else? So this is the one that was announced on YouTube. SpongeBob Cosmic Shake. I was waiting for this to get a PS5 release. I do have the PS4 version, which I own. I heard the announcement for this one on YouTube, and we're making a PS5 version for the SpongeBob Cosmic Shake. Yeah, good times. So I've played a little bit of this on PS4. It's really, really good. It's well polished. I love the SpongeBob games. The SpongeBob games are always one of my favorite. I used to watch TV series as a kid growing up, and I still love SpongeBob to this day. I have a few SpongeBob games I still play to this day, like SpongeBob Battle Bikini Bottom, SpongeBob, and it's the newer one, SpongeBob Cosmic Shake. Really good games based off the episodes of the TV show. Cosmic Shake is a kind of a newer game by itself, and it's like an all new story and everything else. But you do see some of the favorite classic characters return: SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, Sandy, Plankton, Mrs. Puff, Mr. Krabs. I was waiting for this to come out from the developer when I was hearing the developer's announcements. And the game sold extremely well on PS4, so they decided to make a PS5 version of this game. So I got SpongeBob Cosmic Shake. And this one on eBay, oh my god, this one on eBay was a headache to find. Because I had to get this one directly on eBay. Because I went to the GameStop stores, they had nothing in stock for these games. Because of the holiday season, Christmas and everything else. Okay, SpongeBob, not my cup of tea, but enjoy these games. I'm happy for you, Wesker, my friend. Oh, thanks so much, Mary Jen. Hello. I like money. I like money. Let me see if I can do my Wesker voice of Mr. Krabs. Hold on a second. I love money. These games are what I don't like to play, but I want to watch someone else play. Mary Jen, there's an old story my mom used to say. You never want to see, when you look at a game, you never want to judge a book by its cover until you play it. Because you don't know until you try it. It's one of those, am I going to love it or hate this kind of game? But, I try to collect games that I can, and I like collecting games. I try to give games its first share a chance, and I never had a problem with any game I picked up over the years. They always blow my expectations. I always go in blind, and I love SpongeBob because this is based on the popular Nickelodeon series. But you never want to judge a book by its cover until you play it, because how do you know? Do you like it? That kind of thing. Like Spider-Man 2, I haven't played this one yet, so I don't know if I'm gonna like it, kind of thing. But once you play it, the game opens up to you. You're like, it's got this personal, the charm to it and everything else. I'm like, this is a really, really good game. I have to pitch in my nose if I wanted to do Squid impression. SpongeBob. One is today, but one is tomorrow. Here's my Squidward impression for you, Mimmer Jan. SpongeBob, I'm playing my clarinet. Squidward's my favorite character. I love Squidward. Nice impression. Thanks, guys. Alright, Mimmer Jan. I always say the best one for last. I got Lords of the Fallen. Remember, Jen, you're probably dropping your mouth right now. I was like, how? There's another Dark Souls game in his collection. So yeah, I did pick up Lords of the Fallen. I got them directly at GameStop, and it was actually in stock. So I did pick up Lords of the Fallen. Because you know me, I'm always collecting newer titles. I try to get the new releases of games that are coming out. So I pretty much got all the new releases that came out. I think I'm only missing 2 that came out this year. But I did pick up Lords of the Fallen. Don't stress yourself on Christmas. That might be a joke. So yeah, there's Lords of the Fallen. I don't know if you played this one, remember, Jan? But it's another one of those Dark Souls games. When I saw the trailer for this one, blew me out of the way. The trailer on this game really looked really good. I mean, it's got some of that Bloodborne inspiration, how the monsters are really creepy looking. When you get stressful games on holidays. I haven't played that yet, sir. But yeah, I got Lords of the Fallen. What else? Oh! Here's one you might like, remember, Jen? You might want to see me watch me play. This one's kind of funny as hell. Yeah, save those games for next year. Streaming, yay. So next one is, I saw this game a while back when it came out, Tiny Tina's Wonderland. I had enough of Dark Souls in my life, so I'm retired playing them. I'm not retired from playing Dark Souls. Remember, Jen, I'm a fully flesh-born Dark Souls player, and I killed like 8 bosses in Bloodborne on PS4. So I'm a full flesh blood. So it will take me years to retire from Dark Souls. I'm right there with Maximilian Dude playing Dark Souls. Next thing I want to pick up is Elden Ring. So I gotta step into the shoes of Demon Souls and play some of the. I got Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. I gotta play on PS4. I'm ready to get myself the most stressful headache in gaming history with Dark Souls games. I'm ready for the blood pressure. Anyways, I got 10 Tears Wonderland. So I picked this one up as well. Remember, Jan? You know, based on the Borderlands series. I mean, Demon Souls PS3 and remake. I can't recall much quick enough now. I played Demon Souls PS3 and remake and Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 DLCs, Bloodborne, and Sekiro and Armor Core games. What was that last comment? Remember, Jan, the developers like to keep torture their OG gamers. That's true. You know what I say? What comes around comes around. And yeah, here's the second copy of Liza P. Remember, Jen, here's the second copy of Liza P. So if you're wondering, I have something else for you guys to show. Where is it? Where's my camera? So I'm going to show you guys something pretty cool. 1 second, I might turn my chair around. So check this out, remember, Jan? I got a Japanese version of William Birkin in the back right there in the big box. That's the Moby Dick limited edition William Birkin. And I got a Palisades figure of William Birkin. They're trying to get people to rage quit by making it harder for everyone now, yeah. So this is some new stuff I got to in the mailbox. There's a William Birkin figure, and this is the G4, I think the G3 type form. I forgot to say I played Neo 1 and 2 too. That's one I haven't played yet. Remember Jim, my friend. But yeah, here's a Palisades figure of Birkin from 2002. So this is the one I ordered. It was like this guy was like about $259 for this William Birkin figure with all the teeth that's showing out. Sorry, figure collection. Yeah, so the William Birkin one that you're seeing right now with the all the teeth, that's the newest edition of William Birkin. I finally found this one. He was made back in 2002, but the price on this guy was about $259. And there's a new William Birkin in the box. You can see the iconic clear red field in the box. So that's a Japanese William Birkin figure. Moby Dick collection. So that's kind of a rare one. There was a black and white one. There's a black and white variant, and this is the other color variant. These ones I found on eBay. This guy right here was about $189 for that Birkin. That's more of a 12-inch figure of Birkin in its G2 form. So yeah, this and then I got Hunk now. There's the new Hunk figure I got. Finally, I found a Hunk figure. I gave him the bow and arrow. He's missing the shotgun though, but I gave him a bow and arrow. I found a gun for the figure. So yeah, I got most of the original figures now. It's starting to collect now. So these are pretty cool looking figures. So, and then I got some new figures up there. Like there's an Aerith figure up there now. Oh, she Hunk, damn. So there's Aerith. You can see that. Remember Jen, my friend. And then I got, let's see. So yeah, there's Aerith now. So I got an Aerith figure from Final Fantasy VII Remake. And then I got, we got Cosmo now. He's like Doomslayer. So there's, Aqua from Kingdom Hearts, the 2.8 prologue final chapter. So I got a Aqua figure from Kingdom Hearts and Reno from 567 Advent Children. Cloud and Hunter Gaming Chilling. Well, so there's most of my Final Fantasy VII figures on the collection. So I got like Tifa, Jessie, Yuffie, Barrett. There's the Cloud one, the one that came with the pre-order of Final Fantasy Remake. Got Aerith now. I got, Tifa from Having Children, Yuffie from Having Children, or Sephiroth. See how you doing? There's the OG Sephiroth. This is one of my pickup videos at Minimorjan. There's OG Sephiroth statue in the black box from the OG Final Fantasy 7. There's another Sephiroth variant from Kingdom Hearts. Hope you're doing good, Rosie buddy. So, every for you, buddy. Thanks so much for Minimorjan. Let's see. I got some new games right here to show off real quick. Gotta busy my stream. 1 second, guys. So let's give me this real quick. 1 second, guys. One second. Yeah, doing this with one hand is not easy. One second, guys. Oh, there it is. Goodness gracious, man. I think we're going to that book is a lot better. Okay, chair. Why don't you just crop it for once? My chair is a little bit taller. You guys can see the chair. I don't know if you guys can see it's a tall chair. But yeah, golly. You guys can see this. So there's my new chair, remember Jan? There's my new chair. What does it say? I can't read comments quick enough. Let me see. Hey, Rusty buddy. We get MC Gamer. That's an expected character. There's a red hoodie. Umbrella Corporation. Okay. Okay. Let me chat here real quick. So, let's make sure I got some of these games in the last pickup videos. I was trying to get my stuff off, and they all fell in. I was trying to get my stuff off the bookcase. You guys can first remember, because it's been a while since I did one of these pickup videos. So anyways, I don't know if I ever showed any of these games. You can tell me, guys, in chat. I can see you're kicking ass in the merchant. Oh, for Resident 2 PS1 tomorrow. Oh, that's Mercy buddy. Now, Minimorjan, I had a copy of Hogwarts Legacy. It was a defective copy. So I got a sealed copy of Hogwarts Legacy. The one I had previously from GameStop did not want to work properly. So I got a new copy of Hogwarts Legacy. I've been playing this on my channel. It's a really good game. I recommend you play Hogwarts Legacy if you ever get a chance to play this one. Hogwarts Legacy. So this one's a really good game. I actually enjoyed this one. They put this way in September. I was sick. But I made a lot of good progress with this game. It's really, really good. I see a few bug issues remaining. I have the patch, but there's a few bug issues with the game itself. Which is not game breaking, but there is one that's holding me back right now. Where all my supposed to get disabled, and it's on chapter 5. About Amazon. Oh, awesome, Rosie buddy. So, yeah, Hogwarts Legacy, guys. This one came in from eBay about 4 days ago. Me a new Wii U Resident Evil Revelations. Oh, cool, Rosie buddy. So yeah, I got 2 copies of Hogwarts Legacy because I had to replace my old copy. So I think of the Hogwarts. This game does not go down much in price, which I'm surprised on the PS5 version. Now there is a PS4 version. I have not even got it yet, so I was waiting to get my hands on that one. I've been playing a lot of Metal Gear Solid. I've been playing a lot of the first game of Metal Gear. I know I showed my last video, but this one's a really good game. I really love this. I think Nice Professor has Hogwarts actually really a good, cool game. It's a really good game. Remember, Jen, it's really good. You can create your own character. There's, that's a big open world game to explore. A lot of side quests. And Revelation 1 is an underrated game. Yeah, Revelation 1 is an underrated game. I really enjoyed, Solid thing. I really enjoyed the Metal Gear Solid Collection. A lot of people give this game a lot of hate, but I really loved it. There's nothing wrong with it, but they're making a lot of patches now for the game itself. I really love the Metal Gear Solid Collection. I know this game is getting a lot butchered on YouTube. I really love this game a lot. It's really good. Somehow I wanted to be a stressful list than Elden Ring. If you guys ever played the Metal Gear Solid Collection, this is a really good collection to pick up of Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3. These are legendary games. My childhood started all the way back with the first Metal Gear Solid, back in... What year did the game come out, Metal Gear Solid? Do you know what year Metal Gear Solid came out? The first Metal Gear Solid? When XS Spicy Motherfucker. Right there. We had to see that. Yeah, my childhood started back on way back on Metal Gear Solid. It was my first game I ever played on the PS1's library. And the first time I heard Solid Snake talk, I'm like, shit, this game rocks. And then like a big year later, the sequels came out, like Metal Gear Solid 2, Guns of the Patriots. I borrowed a game from my friend of mine. When Metal Gear Solid 2 came out, Sons of Liberty, I remember borrowing a copy of a game from my friend. You have Metal Gear Solid 4? I have Metal Gear Solid 4. It's on PS3, and I hope it gets remastered for the PS4 and PS5's library. Yeah, when Metal Gear Solid 2 came out, I remember borrowing a copy from a friend of mine who's live over here, and I'm like, this game rocks, man. Because I had a PS2 at the time, and I just wanted to borrow the game before I buy it. And I was like, I want to see how good, Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty is, and it's a really good, solid game. I mean, the graphics were a step up from the first predecessor. And then Snake Eater comes around, and it just blows me away. I'm like, now they're making the third game. I'm like, Snake Eater. I'm like, this game rules. And I think Metal Gear Solid finally was like, slowly starting to die off because of when Metal Gear Survivor came out. That game killed the entire franchise. What about Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker? I never played that one, Resident Buddy. I never played Peace Walker. The only Metal Gear Solids I played was 1, 2, and 3. Metal Gear Solid Acid 1 and 2 on the PSP. I played Portable Ops, Metal Gear Solid, but I never played Peace Walker. That's the only one I never played. But I played all the Metal Gear Solid games. But Peace Walker is the only one I've not played. And I think I got it in my PS3 HD collection. I'm going to play it, check out Peace Walker and see how good it is. I heard it's good. It's got a really good story campaign. But yeah, I played all the Metal Gear Solid games except for Peace Walker. And I played Metal Gear Acid 1, and I found that he made a sequel to Metal Gear Solid Acid 1, so I got the sequel to Metal Gear Solid Acid 2. So it's the first game. Alright, I'm gonna get a drink. Don't worry, guys, I came back from dinner, so I'm a little thirsty. See, I came prepared. Usually when I do these videos, I don't have a drink with myself. So, I think I showed this in my last video. Has the remake. Like a Dragon Issue. I've not played this one. I never played a lot of the, Yakuza games. The only Yakuza game was played Dead Souls on PS3, but I never played any of the Yakuza games that came out. What was the first Like a Dragon game? And then maybe I'll buy it myself, and I have a PS5. What's it saying? And I have a PS5 one day, and I'll just see I got his attention. What was that one game that came out? Like a Dragon. Oh god, I forgot. I think it's the first Like a Dragon. And this was Ishin. There's so many Like a Dragon variants out there. Like this is called Ishin. And it's not the one this is not the one I was looking for. What is one of them? But there was one that had the different art cover with the guy with the crazy hair. I think it's Kuru. I think that's his name. Would you like to start Yakuza series? I humble suggest what? I humble suggest starting with Yakuza 0. See, I don't have that one in my collection. See, I want to get all the Yakuza series on PS4 so I can catch up with the series. I seen MK90 playing all the Yakuza games. Yakuza. I'm probably butchering the name right now. Yakuza. Alright, you guys can correct me. My English is a little horrible. One thing I did enjoy over the weekend, I played this by Member Jenny. You should really play it. I played this a few days ago. That game you mentioned is Yakuza 7 Like a Dragon. It's about a different character like Ishin. What did Residency Buddy just say? He's saying, and do you hear Need for Speed? Most want to drive between GTR M3. Yeah, I played Need for Speed. I only played Payback of Need for Speed. I haven't played the other ones of Need for Speed yet. But this one, remember, Jen, you should really pick this up, man. I played this. I finally beat it. It's a really, really good game. I didn't play it at its rocky launch when it first came out. It was too buggy at launch. I played this on the PS5. It's more stable now, but you still got to download the patch. It's really, really good. I was surprised how good Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order really was. And this is one of my top 5 games of this year. You know what? Because I was, at Best Buy, I picked up, Jedi Survivor. That long time ago, Need for Speed, Most Wanted, 2005. Called Blacklist. I not played Blacklist, but I heard there's another one to pick up. Let's see, buddy. So I beat in Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and now I picked up Jedi Survivor for the collection. So I'm like, okay, so I heard a lot of good things about that one. It's more polished than the first game. What does chat say? Lamar will like this game unless he has played it before. You might be right about saying MK90. I don't know if Lamar played that yet. Lamar, my friend. Next game, I played this. I ordered this. I think last month I ordered this game. Terminator Resistance. This one's a really good game on the PS4's library. I mean, this is really good. A lot of people give this game a lot of hate. But if you're a huge Terminator fan, definitely pick up Terminator. It's a really good game. It's made by the same developer who made this is by a different developer. I don't think these are the same guys who worked on RoboCop, Rogue City. I was a huge fan of Star Wars. Oh man, I love Star Wars. So I've been playing this. I think I'm on chapter 6. I already downloaded the DLC story content for this game. This one's really good. I was surprised how good it was on the PS5's console, and this one's really good. I even got the PS4 version as well. But my God, the game in this one is so damn good. It's so underrated on YouTube, but it's so good. The Terminators look so damn good, like how they were back in the movie. I mean, it sticks to the original source material of Terminator, and it's so good. I mean, if you guys never played Terminator Resistance, what the hell have you been? This is one of the best Terminator games I have ever played that came out for modern generation. I didn't play Terminator Dawn of Fate, but I don't have my copy now on PS2. My Terminator Dawn of Fate on the PS2. I don't have my Terminator copy on that PS2's library. But this is one of the best Terminator games I've ever played. I'm not beating it yet, but I'm like halfway through this game, and it's really, really good. I love it so much. This game holds a special place in my heart, and when I first bought it, I'm like, this game's gotta be really good. I remember seeing the trailer for this game when it first came out, and I'm like, this game looks damn good. I remember just booting it up in my console, just got my controller, and I'm like, this game just freaking rules. And a lot of people were too harsh on this game when it came out. And this game is really good. This game goes like a 15 out of 10. And it's so damn good. I love Terminator Resistance. There is a lot of games out there, guys, in the wild. They're going to need the gaming radars. They're going to have a lot of love out there. But there's a lot of games out there that go underneath the radar. Like this one, right into my radar. I'm like, how? Because I never heard of this. You know, I heard of it when it came out, but never found this one on store shelves. I'm like, this is so damn good. This game should got the Game of the Year award. I mean, this is so damn good. The environments in this game is mind blowing. It looks so good in 4K. I mean, I had a really good time with this game. No complaints. And I'm like, it was so good. It's the source material, like of LA. And it's all real and everything during Judgment. I'm like, this game just freaking rules. This game should have got the Game of the Year. This game, in my opinion, is like GTO material. And I'm like, this game should have got a lot more love when it first came out. And I'm glad I picked this game. I gave it a lot of love for it deserves. And I did not butcher this game at all. I loved every single bit of it from beginning to end. I love Terminator Resistance. Really good game. And I don't know how people butchered this game on YouTube. I'm like, this game is so damn good. It's so underrated, but it's so good. There's so much potential at its core, and there's so much personality and charm to this game. And the voice acting is like top notch. I love the voice acting in this game. But it's so good. And I'm so glad I picked up Terminator Resistance. I love this game so much. I haven't been a Terminator fan since the 90s. You know, watching Terminator 1, watching Terminator 2 Judgment Day, Terminator 3, Terminator Salvation. I saw every single Terminator movie ever made, including Terminator Genesis, which was the last one in the series. But man, I hope they make another Terminator game soon, because this game rules. This game... it's such a hidden gem of a game, and it's so good because I have the Terminator game, the arcade port on Super Nintendo, and it's so good. I have the real cartridge, the Terminator arcade game that was back in the arcades back in the early 90s. It's a really good game. Hard though, but very good. I'm like, wow, I hope they make another Terminator game, because it's been like so many years they made a game of Terminator. And the last Terminator game I ever played was Rise of the Machines. That was based on Terminator 3. And then there was another Terminator game on GameCube I played. Terminator Redemption, which was really good as well. We played as Schwarzenegger as a Terminator, and you shoot all the robots and stuff. And like after that, the series is kind of like, you know, been dormant. I'm like, there's not going to be another Terminator game for many years now. We're not going to get a Terminator game now. You know, PS5 is out with the new hardware, and there's going to be another Terminator for many years. And I heard, I was watching YouTube, and there was this weird announcement coming for a new Terminator game, like Terminator Resistance. Like, this game is going to look really good. And this game was announced. I'm like, finally, we get a new Terminator game. Finally, I'm like, yes, Terminator, yes, let's go. And I was like, I was hype. I was like, I've been playing Terminator games since I was a kid. I love Terminator games when they come to gaming console. I love Terminator. And I wish there was more love for the series. I wish it was. I think some of the best hidden gem series on PlayStation is like, when it comes to movie license games like Terminator, and like a lot of people don't like movie license game, but you need to give the game a chance. It's really good. Even Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order was so good. Even the cutscenes were just amazing. It was eye-popping, like icing on the cake. When it comes to a movie license game, and they're really well done, there's so much, you know, love and charm developers put in. There's so much love and charm to put in this. I was blown away when I was playing Jedi Fallen Order. This game, like the script in this game is so well written, and it's like a movie we should have got in the theaters. Because this one's canon between the Clone Wars and Revenge of the Sith, so they're fine if it's in that timeline. But this was a really good game. The graphics are just amazing. I mean, there was so many good moments where I was speechless throughout the Jedi Fallen Order game. I'm like, this game is so damn good. And I'm like, a lot of people who were streaming this when it first came out, they stopped streaming this game because during the buggy issues at launch. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna get this game a shot. I'm gonna put everyone on YouTube to shame. I'll beat this game. And it was fully stable and patched. There was no bug issues or anything. They got rid of all the bugs and everything that was holding this game back, and that was really good. I'm like, I'm glad I did a playlist for the game. I'm glad I gave this game a chance, and it really blew my expectations so far high. I'm like, now I'm ready for Jedi Survivor. But I had when I picked this game up, I'll be honest with you guys, this game was sitting in my bookcase. Cause I had the PS4 version for like shit. I don't know when this game came out. Like 2016 or 2017. I think this game was sitting on my shelf for like 6-7 years. I was ignoring the game. I'm like, I was hoping the game would just get patched. I'm waiting for the next patch to come out. I was keeping articles on Google. I'm like, hoping this game would get more stable as it go by. And I'm like, well, they're all done with the patch. They're all done with the support for the game. And I'm like, okay, now maybe a good time to boot this game up and see how it is now and all the patches and what the new build. And it was really good. I mean, so good. I mean, I spent $19 on this game. I spent $19. I had the PS4 version. I didn't play the PS4. I played the PS5 version when I put this game up on my live stream. And it was so good. It was so good. I was speechless. I mean, the first part of the game, the intro, is like so much action going at once. I'm like, first, you can get hang of the controls, you get the tutorials, and it's just like the game just opens up to you, like, go have fun and everything. I'm like, it's just so damn good. Yeah, by the way, it's hard as nails. If you play normally, this game is hard, and this game would kick your ass. There's sometimes when I would face a boss, and I would just get my ass pulped to beaten. And there was sometimes I would just I would take me like 4 tries to beat the boss. Like, there's no way I could beat this boss normal because the normal difficulty, these guys are just no pushover. So I had to put the game on easy difficulty during the time. So I was switching back and forth, and I beat it. But damn, those bosses are just brutal like Dark Souls. This is very Dark Souls, by the way. I was reading one of the developers' interviews, and they said it was a very Dark Souls game. They did a lot of inspiration from Dark Souls. And I can see why the bosses were so hard, including even the main enemies are so damn hard. I'm like, she's you had a boss for worse? Even enemies and bosses are both in that same category. I even got killed by Darth Vader when he made an appearance. I'm like, holy hell. But yeah, I'm starting to catch up some games I've been playing this year. I think last year I was playing God of War Ragnarok. I never fully finished it, and it was like 25 hours in, and God of War Ragnarok is a long game, but it's a really good game of Ragnarok. But some of the puzzles, I have to admit it's a good game, but some of the puzzles are very flustering to figure out at times. The one area I did not like in God of War Ragnarok was one certain puzzle I did not like, and God, taking forever to figure it out on my own. But I'm like, even God of War 2018 was a little harder as well. Due to that one puzzle in Tears Vault, I did not like that puzzle where Kratos is kind of sinking in. And there's like this one puzzle, it's on the timer too. I hated this puzzle so much. I'm like, I'm not fully finished Ragnarok yet, but I'm looking forward to it. But anyways, I downloaded the DLC for God of War Ragnarok, so I'm looking forward to playing it. I love God of War series, but I heard a lot of God of War enemies from like the older games that made a comeback in the Valhalla DLC. This morning, I was on the news this morning looking at Google, and there was a screenshot of Helios from God of War 3. One of the God of War bosses from God of War 3 was in Valhalla. I'm like, what? I see the Cyclops being teased in the trailer, and they show like some of the bosses. I'm like, there was a lot of throwback fan service bosses in the Valhalla DLC. But Helios, when I saw the screenshot of him, I'm like, isn't Helios supposed to be dead in God of War? I thought Kratos killed his ass. All I remember was Kratos taking his head off. That's all I remember in God of War 3 with Helios. I never thought in a couple of years we'll see him in Valhalla of Ragnarok. How the hell is he still alive all these years? He's just ahead now. Oh, I feel sorry for Kratos meeting his old sorry enemies. But anyways. I mean, and then, what was the game I got this year? Oh, no, it was Gal Guardians. What was that game? How many games I got this year? How many games I got this year? Oh, here's one new game I picked up. I picked up Dishonored. Which I think I put in this video just now. I remember I was at Best Buy, And I just picked up Dishonored, and it was like the last PS4 game in the store. And I picked up Dishonored because I never played Dishonored 1, but this is Dishonored 2, Death of the Outsider. And this is one game I never played, but I heard a lot of good things about Dishonored 1 and 2. It's kind of like Assassin's Creed got together and had a baby. So I picked up Dishonored. So yeah, I'm looking for the first one. I'm looking for the first game of the Dishonored series, and I'm like, this looks really cool. Assassin's game. It looks better than Assassin's Creed in my opinion. I don't know if I will play Assassin's Creed game. I'm still debating whether to touch that series. I heard a lot of people it's really good, you know, but it's like, it can get really. There's some really good Assassin's Creed games in the series, but there are some ones where like it can get tiring after a while. From what I heard from a friend who plays Assassin's Creed games, it can get very tiring after a while because it gets so long. Answering in the series, like Odyssey is a very long game because it's so open world. And I'm like, I don't know if I could put like 100 hours into Assassin's Creed and like an Odyssey was the main story. I don't mind games, but as long as the game keeps it fresh and everything else, I'm fine. I don't mind open world games, but it can, if it gets like a little stick and kind of repetitive. So I like in games where they just kind of keep it fresh. But you know me, I'm not picky on video games. But if the game does not do anything in the last few hours, and I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm tired of this game. I don't want to move on. But anyway, there was some times where I would just get tired of certain games I would play. Like, one day I was playing Horizon Zero Dawn, the first Horizon Zero Dawn. I was like 25, 30 hours into the game, and I'm like, I got very tired after a while, and I got burned out of the game. I'm like, Horizon Zero Dawn, it's too big open world of a game, and it's good, but like, after a while, it kind of loses its flair. I'm like, okay, you know, I'm about to beat the game. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna quit this game. This game is not doing it for me. I got other games to play. This is taking too long to beat. I was loving Horizon Zero Dawn, but for some reason, I just lost my love with the first game, and I was like, I was so good. I love exploring, but there were so many good games coming up the next few months. I'm like, you know what? I want to move on, and I just never went back to Horizon Zero Dawn. I didn't play the sequel. Horizon Zero Dawn, Forbidden West. I skipped that game entirely. Which I heard that one's a good game when it plays in the PS5 exclusives. But yeah, I just did not like the first game that much. It was good from the first half, and the first time like I'm all the side quests and all the good stuff and goodies. But the only thing I didn't like about the game was there's barely any map. The game does not hold your hand. I don't know. I'm thinking about going back to Horizon Zero Dawn to get the game a second chance, but I did love it. I still have a lot of love for the game itself, but just like I just lost my. I don't know. I just got tired all of a sudden with the game. I'm like, I want to move on to something else, but I lost my save file though. I had to start over. They only took me another 20 hours into the game. But man, I was just kicking on stuff about the game. I love exploring Horizon Zero Dawn. It's a really good game, but just like I heard there was a sequel coming out, and I didn't play the sequel, and I kind of skipped over that one. But I do have it. I know I have Horizon Zero Dawn Forbidden West. And I know they made the DLC for Forbidden West, but I heard it's pretty good. I've not played that one yet. But I don't know. I don't know what happened with Horizon Zero Dawn. I was really enjoying it, and I just like, I don't know what happened at the last week. I'm like, what's going on with me? Why am I not liking this game as I did before? The only thing I did, I think what took me out of the experience with the game was there was no fast travel in Horizon Zero Dawn. And I'm like, I didn't get any fast travel like the last 20 hours. I'm like, I had to use a robot to go from one place to another, and it took maybe like an hour, 2 hours just to get to one place to another to do like the main story quests and side quests. I'm like, I had no way of fast traveling. Maybe there was, maybe I just didn't see it. But yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn is a good game. It really is a good game. And just like, you know, there's other games coming out at that time, I just kind of put a stop to it. I'm like, okay. I don't know what. There's so many games coming out. I'm like, every year we get more games and more games. I mean, like, you're never gonna finish all these games and within years. I mean, your machine can only do so much. You can only put so many hours into a game, and you just think you finish it. Now, one game I'm actually waiting for next year is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Now, from what I heard from the developer, is the game's gonna be 100 hours long, but the main story and side quests. I'm like, well, wait a minute. Final Fantasy VII Remake was only 30 hours to beat. You're telling me that the Rebirth sequel to F7 Remake is gonna be 100 hours long runtime with story? I mean, that's a lot of good content for not much time. I saw Rebirth's trailer; it looks really good. I'm hyped for it, but 100 hours runtime just to beat the main game and side quests. I'm like, okay, I could play 100 hours of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth because I love Final Fantasy VII. But yeah, they were just saying how long the game really was. I'm like, okay, this game's gonna really outbeat the first game. Yeah, so it pretty much is 100 hours long. Just to beat the main star. And they just, I watched the Game Awards. They introduced Sid and Vincent Valentine. Vincent was shown off, and Sid looks really good. I mean, I love Sid in FF7. He looks so good and updated now in the Rebirth trailer. But anyway, guys, hit the like, guys. What again is coming out? I watched the Game Awards the other night. There was Jurassic Park Survivor, which is coming out next year. There's no release date yet. What other game coming out? There was a lot of announcements at the Game Awards. What again it was announced? There's a few hype games I saw in the trailer. Oh, Marvel's Blade. That one looks pretty good. That was Blade's 30th anniversary. I'm like, there's no way they're gonna make a Blade game. A Blade. There was some Blade games back in the day, like on PS1, PS2. I'm like, there's no way gonna make another Blade game. And unfortunately, they're making Blade, and it looks really good. And I don't know who's gonna be the voice for Blade, but apparently there was no gameplay yet. There was like a little bit of a CGI trailer, but it looks really good. So that was another big game that's coming out. There was F7 Rebirth, Jurassic Park Survival. What else? Oh, and there was Monster Hunter Wild Hunt. No, it's called Monster Hunter Wilds. There's another Capcom game coming out, but that one coming out in 2025. I can't memorize all the games that there were premieres, but there was a few good games that I did want to play. So, anyways. Rest of the games were Medicure. I'm like, I'll skip over those. But there was only 3 big premieres I was waiting. Oh, and actually, the one at the premiere I remember, there was actually one more game that I was hyped for from Sega. When Sega was actually there the other night at the Game Awards, and they were announcing a comeback of some older games from their IPs. I'm like, okay, what's going on with Sega? There was Shinobi being showed off, Crazy Taxi getting a remake. I'm like, I love Crazy Taxi. That was a game of my childhood. Played in the arcades. You have Shinobi, Crazy Taxi, Streets of Rage. You got a comeback. There was some other games coming out from Sega as well. There was some other games from the categories. I'm like, because I know Sega always makes Sonic games. I'm like, maybe they're kind of slowing down the Sonic games. We're making getting other games from Sega. And Sega's making a classic comeback. I'm like, way to go, Sega. I mean, I'm not seeing a new entry in Crazy Taxi in years. And I love Crazy Taxi. I'm hoping Crazy Taxi comes back to PS5. You know, I love to play a modern version of Crazy Taxi because I could play that game for hours. I used to suck at driving in Crazy Taxi when I first played on PS2. I suck at my driving skills. I remember having so many pissed off customers. And I remember one customer saying, "Look at the time you suck." I'm like, "What am I, Superman?" I was playing as Gus and Crazy Taxi. I remember I'm having a lot of pissed off customers wanting refunds. Oh, but Crazy Taxi is such a fun ass game. Crazy Taxi is definitely a hidden gem of a game you guys want to play. Yeah, but fortunately, Crazy Taxi is getting a remake. It's making a comeback after being dormant for so many years. So I'm happy to see Crazy Taxi make a comeback. But I never played Shinobi. I have never played Shinobi. I heard about it, but I never played it. I believe Shinobi is a 2D side-scroller game, I never played Shinobi growing up. I never played Shinobi from Sega. And neither is Streets of Rage. I never played Streets of Rage, but I heard that's a good serious beat 'em up game to play as well. Anyways. So everyone's doing in chat. But yeah, anyway, guys, this is joining the stream, guys, at the like, guys. I think my most anticipated game next year, the only two anticipated games I'm waiting for next year is actually 3 of them. Tekken 8. No, actually, there's 4. No, wait, 5 games coming out next year. Because 2 games got pushed back. They were supposed to come out this year, but they got pushed back. Was Silent Hill 2 remake got delayed till next year, because of Alan Wake 2. They didn't want Silent Hill 2, competing against Alan Wake 2, which I think it was kind of cool to push out Silent Hill 2 till next year. And then Alone Dark remake, it was supposed to come out this October, got delayed till next year because of Alan Wake 2. But Alan Wake 2 was such a big anticipated game, which makes sense. So next year, that's coming out is Tekken 8, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Silent Hill 2 remake, Alone in the Dark remake is coming out next year. And Jurassic Park Survival, which I'm keeping my eyes on right now because I'm waiting for the release date for Jurassic Park Survival. They said that they showed the trailer and the gameplay. I mean, there was no release date in the trailer, so I'm hopefully my next year rolls around, the developers make a release date for Jurassic Park Survival because I really want to play Jurassic Park Survival. And because it reminded me of so much of Alien Isolation. Alien Isolation is such a good game. And because what Jurassic Park Survival is mainly about, it's based on the first movie of the 1995 movie of Jurassic Park, where Isa Nublar and trying to escape. So you play as a female protagonist who's trying to get out of Isa Nublar by you're being stalked by bloodthirsty dinosaurs of the Dilophosaurus, the T-Rex, the Velociraptors, every single dinosaur is trying to kill you on the island, and you can't find back. All you do is run away. And I saw the gameplay. It's very intense, very scary as hell. The main big guy, you have to really want to watch out for, is the T-Rex because he's shown a lot throughout the trailer, including the Velociraptors. Now there is one Velociraptor that was shown at the end of the trailer was actually the one that's in the cold storage from the Jurassic Park movie, and it actually showed how the Velociraptor survived. So I always thought when I saw Jurassic Park, the raptor was going to die in that freezer, and the raptor never did die. I'm like, oh man, this is so cool. They're actually showing this. It's actually canon to the movie. It's just kind of a sequel to the movie. And you play as a female protagonist named what's her name? She was shown in the trailer. They told her name was. She was one of the scientist girls who got left behind, and while they were evacuating the island. And so you play as this girl who's trying to find a way off Isa Nublar. So I'm like, the game looks really good. It's using Unreal Engine 5, and it looks really good. I mean, this game is actually on my list to pick up. So it's coming out so Jurassic Park Survival is coming out the PS5 and Xbox Series X. From what was shown in the trailer. So I will be picking up the PS5 version of Jurassic Park Survival, and I'll be picking up the Xbox Series X version as well because I got an Xbox Series X console in my closet. So sealed in box. I just don't know where to put it yet. So, but there's so many games coming out next year. So, hopefully, my bookcase has got some room for some more games. Eventually, I'm gonna need a bigger bookcase eventually. Because eventually, from what I heard, physical media and games are starting to die out, so it's hard to get a physical release on video games. The only game that got a physical release this year was Alan Wake 2. I was disappointed. I was actually going to boycott the game entirely, but you know what? I'm saying to myself, it says Alan Wake 2 don't get a physical release. I'll pay the digital version on PS5. So I don't know the digital version. I bought the deluxe edition for like $80. I enjoyed Alan Wake 2. I really enjoyed it, but I just wish I got a physical release because I have Alan Wake 1 on the PS5 and PS4's library physically. I don't know whose idea in that company to decide not to give Alan Wake 2 at a physical release. it would be nice to have a physical copy of Alan Wake 2 on the bookshelf. Oh, I never liked digital games. I always hate digital games. Because they take the fun of everything when it doesn't get a physical release. It takes the fun of everything. I'd rather own the game physical than have it digital. Digital gaming sucks, in my opinion. Because a digital game on PSN can always disappear due to the licensing issues and you cannot re-download it. I hate digital games in general. I really do. I have been hating digital games since, oh my god, since the PS3 came out. I never liked digital games. I never liked them, but you know what? I downloaded a few over the years. I mean, it is what it is. But I'm still not a fan of digital games. One of the other games I ever bought over the years was like Fatal Frame 1, 2, and 3 on the PS3's library. Castlevania. I think it was called Lament of Darkness. Some PS1 games I bought digitally. And then I bought Alan Wake 2 for the PS5, and I bought 2 digital games in the PS4's library. Well, actually 3 digital games. No, actually 4 digital games. It was Metal Slug, Cuphead. That horror game I played a month ago was called Happy Humble's Burger Farm. Really good horror game. It's got that PS1 aesthetic to it. I like it. What did I get? And then the last one was Alan Wake 2. So those are all the games I downloaded digitally. But yeah, you know, I'd rather have games physically. I really do. Because if you have a game physically, you know, you don't have to worry about the game disappearing at the PSN store, and you know you can play as many times as you want. Digital gaming takes the fun of everything out of physical games. It really does. The only game that was ever digital, that ever got a physical release, was actually Kingdom Hearts Spirits. And you can take that game for example. The game is sold extremely well, and I guess we're afraid that Kingdom Hearts Spirits would not get sold very well, and they actually sold it very well. And they got all their money back during development, and and about a month later, I think about a couple months later, the Kingdom Hearts Spirits got a physical release, because it was only digital only when it came out. And I'm happy now that Kingdom Hearts Spirits got a physical release, and I'm glad I own copies of it now. But yeah, it just, you know, if the game sells extremely well and we get a physical release, I guess some developers are just kind of afraid to give them a physical release because they don't know if it's going to sell very well. Which I understand. From a video game point, you know, in sales. You know, how many copies been sold, like 1 million copies. You know, how many units been shipped out, how many units have been sold. If a game doesn't sell extremely well, what happened is it forces the game company to go bankrupt. I've been hearing horrors about games where it bankrupts the company who made the game, and there was a story recently about a game that just and actually bankrupted the entire company. And it was actually one of the worst games of 2023. That was Lord of the Rings Gollum. I did not play it. I'm glad I did not pick it up. It was the most buggiest, brokenest game ever made. It was supposed to be based when you play as Gollum, and it was going to be like an untold story in the Lord of the Rings franchise, but the game was very unfinished, very buggy and glitchy, very broken. I think I watched one of my friends play Lord of the Rings Gollum. It is a very buggy mess of a game. So about a month later, I read the news that the entire company went bankrupt. They closed up their doors, and that was it. They worked on some other games that were very successful, but when it came to this game, it just kind of had to force them to close their doors. And you know, this goes to show you about video games if it's gonna be successful or not successful. So you know, this goes to show you about video games. There was one game recently that closed its stores recently, and it was called it was a zombie game that was closed up recently. It was actually over YouTube. The day after. I think it was called The Day After Tomorrow. Was on Steam. Game was very broken, and I read the news after the game just came out to launch. I read the game about 4 days later. The developer just closed its doors due to funding issues, and the game not selling extremely well, and the game got butchered a lot, and the developer just decided to close their doors, and the game did not sell very well. Didn't sell very well at all. It was totally broken at launch. 4 days later, the developers closed their doors. I read the news at Google this morning. I'm like, wow, the game just came out. 4 days later, the game developers closed their doors. Well, I don't know what is going on with the gaming industry now these days, but yeah, if the game doesn't sell well, you're pretty much out of here. Sad news, guys. I just read on Google, and actually, a game I actually fell in love with. I'm surprised developers aren't in business anymore. I don't know if you guys heard about the story, but the developer who made Time Splitters 1 and 2, they're no longer around. The studio has closed up. I remember playing Time Splitters 1 and 2. You know, the first Time Splitters I ever played was actually the Time Splitters 2. The second one I ever played. And I played the first one. I only played the second one. And it was sad to see the developer go. They closed their doors about yesterday. And it was a developer who worked on Time Splitters for a long time. It was a long-running series. There was never a third one planned. I don't think there was never a plan, but only 1 and 2. But the developers closed up recently. I don't know what happened. But it's a bizarre story. Why was anyone reading on Google? So yeah, so the developer who worked on Time Splitters are no longer around. Another old game developer that went out. So, and people getting laid off now during the gaming industry now. It's been a rough year for game developers getting laid off now of their jobs. You know, developers leaving Nursuit for Nursuit to make their own studios. That's been going on too in the gaming industry. So, anyways, it's a rough year for games. Oh, the last game I picked up was Fizz Forge and Shadow's Torch. This is the last game I picked up. So Fizz Forge and Shadow's Torch. This is another game I picked up for the PS5 and the PS4's library. So yeah, I didn't know this was another. This is gonna flew with me on my radar. So it's kind of a it's a 2D beat 'em up kind of game. It's got a very good story campaign. The CGI cutscenes are really well done, very polished. I played this on the PS4's the PS4 Pro console, and the game ran pretty well. Make sure you download the patch before you play it. So this game is really good. I'm not beating it yet, but I'm like halfway there to the game. But it's really good. I'm like, well, I'm kind of look up some games. I've never gone to our shelves, and I'm like, I see somebody talking about this game in a video one day. I'm like, what the hell is Fizz Forge Shadow's Torch? And I see a rabbit with a bionic arm, and he uses it to punch stuff. And I'm like, this is a really cool looking game. I saw the trailer, and I'm like, this game looks really cool. I love the cutscenes and everything else. I'm like, I gotta get this game. So like, I looked up on eBay how much it was. It went for like what, $39 it was going for. So you know what? I picked the PS4 copy, and I picked up the PS5 copy. So the PS4 version is right there with it. I think this is it right here. Oh, that's Sonic. That's not it. That's not it either. I just picked it up too. Swear to God, I picked it up. And I'm just playing with it the other day too. I don't know what to do with it. Let's see. I might land on my phone so I can find it. 1 second, guys. I picked it up and I was going to show it to you guys. I'm looking for it. Where's the flashlight? There it is. Oh, I see. It's over here. I see you. There it is. Ah. Ain't good for flashlights. Anyways, yeah. Those are my bookcase. This version Shell's Torch. Yeah, it's the PS4 version I picked up. So yeah. So I have both a PS4 and PS5 version of this game. So that's all I got. Anyways, oh, shut up. Alright, phone, stop. Alright. Phone off. Yeah, so, Fist Forge and Shell's Torch. I am playing this game on the PS4. Very good game. I really enjoyed this one. Really sick art cover. I picked this up last month. Really good game. And the PS5 version actually puts this one to shame because this one has a performance mode at 60 frames per second. So a little more stable performance. First launch version. It's more, crispier when it comes to PS5. But anyways, I had a copy of this Honored, and this one I only got for like $8 at Best Buy. So I got it for like $8. I was like, that was kind of steal for this game at this price. And usually you don't get a game for like $8. So I never paid this Honor. So it's about take on the role, Bully Lurk. Once one of Dunwall's most notorious killers for hire, reunited with an old mentor, learning assassin Dodd, you undertake the greatest assassination to ever conceive, killing the outsider, a godlike figure as you venture deep into the grimmest corners of Karnka? I'm sorry if I pronounced that name correctly. This game's art cover. To uncover the mystery of the outsider and his origins, you will face deadly oppositions, ancient powers, and difficult decisions that will forever change the world around you. So Dishonored. I don't want to get things about this game when it first came out years back. What year this game came out? 2017. It was made by Bethesda and Arcane Studios. I never played any game made by the Arcane Studios, and no. I know Bethesda's the ones that know to make Doom stuff and Fallout. But, you know, I saw this game Dishonored in the pile, for clearance. I'm like, I'll pick up Dishonored. They didn't have the first one, they only had the second one. So, I'll pick up Dishonored too. So I pick up Dishonored. I mean, that's a girl you don't want to piss off. So yeah, a game I didn't have my PS4 Lite, but now I know the seal is kind of broken. That's how it was when I found it. Not the best seal copy, but is what it is. So yeah, Dishonored. It's kind of like an Assassin's Creed game. You play as an assassin. You're killing to get back at your enemies. Now you can't play as a female or male character of an assassin. It's kind of like Assassin's Creed, but this one's kind of a little bit more different. A little more mundane. But anyways. And that's what I got for pickups. So you guys can watch the replay later if you guys miss any of the games I announce. So. I'll be playing RE7 later tonight. Anyways, I got home late tonight. I was actually out running errands and doing stuff and tired. I was just I was on office earlier for like an hour and a half and I'm tired. And I had to take care of some personal business. Anyways, because I was running errands with my mom today. Oh, and the chairs I was sitting in the office. Oh, I got her hard like a rock. So anyways, I wish I could play music in these pickup videos. It'd be so quiet. Anyways, I'll be streaming around 3 o'clock. I'll be streaming 3 o'clock tomorrow morning. For RE7, I can stream my ability during the night now. Because I need some sleep right now, so I'll be streaming later tomorrow morning around 3:30. Between 3:30 and 4. Anyway, guys, hit the like button, guys. Subscribe, guys, if you're new to my channel, guys. And much appreciated. Was there any game that I'm trying to think if I missed in this video? If I did, I'm gonna kick myself. I don't think I missed anything in particular. No, I don't think I did. Hey. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys all later. Bye.